Did you know that you're not entirely human? I'm serious. Deep within your DNA, lurking like a ghost from the distant past, are the remnants of ancient viruses. It sounds like science fiction, but it's a scientific fact. We all carry these viral fossils inside us, a legacy from infections that plagued our ancestors millions of years ago. So what are these ancient invaders doing in our genes? Are they dangerous? Or could they be surprisingly a secret to our very existence? Let's unravel the incredible story of the viruses that made us. To understand this, we need to talk about a specific type of virus called a retrovirus. You've probably heard of its most famous modern relative. Retroviruses are unique because they don't just infect a cell, they write themselves into its DNA. They literally hack the host's genetic code. Now, imagine this happening millions of years ago. An ancient retrovirus infects one of our primate ancestors. But this time, it doesn't just infect a regular body cell. It infects a germline cell, an egg, or a sperm cell. This is the crucial step. When that specific egg or sperm goes on to create an offspring, the virus's genetic code is now part of every single cell in that new individual's body. It's no longer just an infection. It's a permanent, heritable part of the genome. And if that individual survives and has children, they pass that viral DNA down through the generations. Over millions of years, this process has repeated itself over and over again. Scientists call these viral leftovers endogenous retroviruses, or ERVs for short. And they're not rare. Brace yourself for this number. About 8% of the human genome is made up of this ancient viral DNA. That's a huge chunk. To put it in perspective, the genes that code for all the proteins in your body, the things that make your muscles, your brain, your enzymes, make up only about 1.5% of your DNA. We are, in a very real sense, part virus. So the big question is, what is all this viral junk doing? For a long time, scientists thought it was exactly that, junk. They saw these ERVs as broken, non-functional relics of the past, like fossils just taking up space. Most of them are indeed degraded. Over millions of years, mutations have silenced them, chopping them up so they can no longer produce new viruses. It's like finding a computer program from the 1980s. The code is there, but it's so old and broken it can't run anymore. So for the most part, you don't have to worry about these ancient viruses suddenly reawakening and causing a pandemic. They're dormant ghosts. But here's where the story takes a fascinating turn. It turns out that not all of this viral DNA is useless. Evolution is incredibly resourceful. It doesn't like to waste things. Over eons, our bodies have repurposed some of these ancient viral genes for our own benefit. It's the ultimate form of recycling. One of the most mind-blowing examples of this is in pregnancy. For a pregnancy to be successful, the mother's immune system has to be suppressed just enough so it doesn't attack the fetus, which it might otherwise see as a foreign body. It's a delicate balancing act, and it turns out a protein that plays a key role in this process comes directly from an ancient virus. This protein, called syncytin, is essential for the formation of the placenta, the vital organ that connects the mother and the developing baby, providing nutrients and oxygen. Without syncytin, the placenta can't form properly. And where did the gene for syncytin come from? It was originally a viral gene that helped the virus fuse with and infect host cells. Our ancestors' bodies co-opted this viral fusion protein and put it to work building the boundary between mother and child. Think about that for a second. The very process that allows for human life to be nurtured in the womb is dependent on a piece of code stolen from a virus that infected our ancestors millions of years ago. It's an astonishing example of how intertwined our evolutionary history is with these ancient pathogens. And the placenta isn't the only place we see this happening. Some ERVs have been repurposed into genetic switches. Imagine your DNA is a massive library of books, with each book being a gene. You don't want to read all the books at once. You need bookmarks to tell you which ones to open and when. Some of these ancient viral sequences act like those bookmarks. They help control when and where our own human genes are turned on or off. This regulatory role is crucial for our development and day-to-day cellular function. They've become integrated into the very network that runs our bodies. This discovery has completely changed how scientists view the so-called junk DNA. What was once dismissed as useless clutter is now seen as a treasure trove of evolutionary innovation. These ERVs are a living record of our past battles with viruses, and in some cases, the spoils of war that we've turned into essential tools. But it's not all good news. While most ERVs are silenced or helpful, some are linked to modern diseases. Because they can jump around the genome or influence nearby genes, they have been associated with certain types of cancer and autoimmune disorders like multiple sclerosis. It seems these ancient ghosts can sometimes come back to haunt us. The relationship is complex. They are both a potential source of disease and a driver of our own evolution. Studying these viral remnants in our DNA is like a form of genetic archaeology. By comparing the ERVs in our genome to those in other primates like chimpanzees and gorillas, scientists can create a timeline of viral infections stretching back millions of years. They can see which viruses infected our common ancestors and which ones infected our lineage after we split off. It provides an incredible fossil record of pandemics that happened long before humans ever started writing history. It tells a story of survival, of adaptation, and of the constant, unending dance between host and pathogen. This field of study is still relatively new, and we're just scratching the surface. Who knows what other secrets are hidden in the 8% of our DNA that is viral in origin? Could they be linked to other uniquely human traits? Could they hold the key to understanding more about our immune system or even our consciousness? What's clear is that the line between us and them, between human and virus, is much blurrier than we ever imagined. We are mosaics, chimeras, a blend of our own ancestral DNA and the genetic code of the viruses they fought. It's a humbling and awe-inspiring thought. We carry an ancient biological history within every cell of our bodies. So the next time you think about what it means to be human, remember the ghosts in your genes. Remember the ancient viruses that, through a quirk of evolutionary fate, became a permanent and vital part of our own story. It's a beautiful reminder that life is all about connection, adaptation, and the surprising ways that even our oldest enemies can become our greatest allies. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into our genetic past. If you found this as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the wonders of science. And let me know in the comments what you think. Does it change how you see yourself?